Hello and welcome. This is Today in the News. First, the highlights. Federal High Court again denies bail to Nnamdi Kanu. Armed bandits again abduct 9-month-old pregnant woman in Zamfara State. Zamfara State House of Assembly passes bill to provide law for prohibition and punishment for banditry. A federal high court in Abuja has dismissed the fresh bail application filed by Nnamdi Kanu of the Indigenous People of Biafra. Justice Binta Nyako, in her ruling, described the application filed by Kanus lawyers led by Mike Ozekhome as an abuse of court process. Justice Nyako held that the application was an attempt to re-litigate an issue on which the court had ruled. The judge said if the applicant was unsatisfied with the court's decision, the best option was for him to appeal at the Court of Appeal. Justice Nyako had in 2017 granted Kanu bail, which was later revoked on the grounds that he violated the conditions attached to the bail. Kanu is standing trial before the court on treasonable felony charge. Armed bandits have again abducted a 9-month-old pregnant woman in Zamfara. The victim is wife of the chairman of the Zamfara State Union of Local Government Employees, Norge Sanusi Mohammed Guso. The heavily pregnant Ramatu Yanusa was abducted in her house in Damba, a community of Gusau, the state capital, was whisked away in the wee hours of Tuesday. TVC News gathered that the bandits broke into the house around 1 o'clock Tuesday morning and abducted the pregnant woman. Sanusi, the husband of the victim, says he was awake when the bandits jumped over the fence with the intent to abduct him, but suddenly hid where they could not see him. The Zamfara State House of Assembly has passed a bill to provide a law for the prohibition and punishment for banditry, cattle rustling, cultism, kidnapping, terrorism, and other incidental offenses. The Zamfara State House of Assembly has passed a bill to provide a law for the prohibition and punishment for banditry, cattle rustling, cultism, kidnapping, terrorism, and other incidental offenses. The executive bill sent to the House by Governor Bello Matawalle was passed during the Assembly's plenary. The bill was part of the state government's new measures to bring a quick end to the menace of insecurity that has bedeviled the state for over a decade. Governor Bello Matawalle had on Sunday directed residents of the state to obtain firearms against bandits and kidnappers following a spate of attacks in 4 local councils of the state. The House of Representatives has mandated the Federal Ministry of Foreign Affairs and High Commission of Nigeria to the United Kingdom to take all necessary steps possible to ensure that Ekweremadu and his wife are provided with all consular services as they may require at this critical time. The lawmakers also requested that the agencies of the federal government of Nigeria and relevant corporate bodies, and particularly the National Identity Commission, Nigerian Immigration Service, and banks act swiftly to respond to legitimate requests for information to facilitate the prompt resolution of the charges against them. They further urged the Ministry of Health and Nigerian Embassy in the UK to provide care for Ekweremadu's daughter pending the court case. The resolutions of the lawmakers were sequel to the adoption of a motion of urgent national importance sponsored by Honorable Abdullahi Abdulkader Ningi and seconded by Honorable Haruna Shelia at plenary.